1.5 length lead. Gormley wins the front runner. Gormley takes the lead, and Gormley wins the Santa Anita Derby.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Spa Babies, presented by Spendthrift Farm. I'm Dan Illman, along with Nicole Russo, and let's throw up the field for Sunday's Spa Baby race. It's race number 3, 3/4 of a mile, maiden special weight for 2-year-old fillies. Nicole, we've got 2 first-time starters trained by Chad Brown. The morning line favorite, the 5 Fifth Risk, is trained by Todd Pletcher. We've got a Bill Mott-trained first-time starter and a couple of experienced horses that can certainly improve. So a little bit of everything and lots of well-bred pedigrees.
Oh, definitely. We'll talk about Chad Brown's debut starters in a moment, but they both have outstanding pedigrees. One of them was a pretty expensive yearling. We've got another runner in here for Tom Albertrani, who's from the family of a Belmont Stakes winner and tonalist. We've got freshman stallions represented. It's a really fun pedigree race, I think.
Let's start down towards the inside with the number 1 Suspended Campaign, one of the 2 fillies in here trained by Chad Brown, a $140,000 yearling purchase by Honor Code. There's a nice mixture of dirt and turf in this pedigree. I guess if there is one concern for this race, it's that maybe this filly might want a little bit more distance to work with.
Well, I think so. Being by Honor Code, he's early in his stud career, but so far I certainly like them going longer and as they mature. His best runners broke their maidens late in their 2-year-old seasons and have developed into stakes performers at 3, which is generally what I expected from him. He was a good 2-year-old who was better as an older horse.
Strong pedigree for one of the experienced runners. Up next, the number 2, I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost, who's a daughter of Ghost Zapper out of a stakes-placed half-sister to I Want Revenge, who won the Grade 1 Wood Memorial. Now, I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost had the misfortune to break from the inside post in her career debut. She didn't break very well. She kind of got shuffled back along the inside. She likely gained a lot of experience from that race. Luis Saez takes them out for a good second-out trainer in Jeremiah Engelhardt.
Yeah, Jeremiah Engelhardt can certainly turn out a good 2-year-old, and she should have gained valuable experience in her debut. There are a couple in here coming out of this particular maiden special weight, which hasn't come back strongly as of yet, with the couple of runners from it who have come back to run. The winner, Lucifer's Lair, was well beaten in the Adirondack. Ghost Zapper is another stallion where he can fire with a good 2-year-old on occasion, but he's another stallion where I like them with a little bit of age.
I wouldn't be surprised if our next entrant, the number 3 American West, ends up the post-time favorite. She sold for $925,000 as a yearling. She's by the Super Stallion Curlin. The dam was a juvenile graded stakes winner, and the dam's a half to Constitution, who not only won the Don Handicap, not only won the Florida Derby, but is one of the most exciting young stallions in recent memory.
Yeah, Constitution, the sire of Tis the Law, the Belmont winner and Kentucky Derby favorite from his first crop, running his 3-year-olds this year. It's an outstanding pedigree. Jacaranda and Constitution, just a couple of the stakes horses out of the quick mare Baffled. She's by Curlin, who we think of as more of a classic, longer type sire, but he's been turning out good 2-year-olds in recent years, like Champion Good Magic a couple of years back, as his stud career starts to develop, as he gets different types of mares off his early success. Like Chad Brown's other starters, Suspended Campaign, American West, I think, has a nice work tab going into her debut, giving her some foundation to go this 6 furlongs. As always, I'll encourage you to check out the Clocker reports produced by our colleague Mike Welsh and his team for additional insight.
Number 4 is Baba, going out for Tom Albertrani, who usually improves his horse's second time out. Now, Baba's by Uncle Mo out of a sprint-winning half-sister to Tonalist, who, of course, won the Belmont Stakes and 2 Jockey Club Gold Cups and the Cigar Mile. Baba showed a little bit of speed in her career debut, but I think she just didn't like being down inside and taking the kickback. And she dropped back drastically entering the turn before re-rallying a bit and passing some tired horses late. Like I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost, I think she's really going to benefit from that experience.
Yeah, another one coming out of that same Lucifer's Lair maiden for another barn that usually improves horses' second time out. She'll really need to draw on the juvenile ability that Uncle Mo provides, though, to balance out her female family, which I think is later developing and longer developing. In addition to Belmont winner Tonalist, who you mentioned, other branches of this family have produced Horse of the Year, Havre de Grace, Grade 1 winner Risk Averse. It's a family that runs well longer and older.
The number 5, Fifth Risk, is your morning line favorite. She goes out for the familiar trainer-jockey combination of Todd Pletcher, John Velasquez, a half-sister to Go On Mary, a stakes-winning turf sprinter in Southern California. The dam a half to Pico Central, who is a South American import that just exploded onto the scene on dirt in the United States many years ago. This is by first crop sire Outwork. A little bit of a slow start for Outwork. I would expect them to come on pretty soon.
Yeah, and Outwork, we think of him for winning the Wood Memorial, but he won his debut going 4.5 furlongs at Keeneland on debut in April of his 2-year-old year. He was a big, growthy horse, and maybe his runners have taken, a little bit of time to get their feet under them, but he's off the mark with 4 winners to date, and Fifth Risk looks like she's just primed for her debut, firing a bullet 2 back, the fastest of 108 4-furlong works that morning, and then coming back with another work in preparation for debut that was 6th fastest of 91. So, I mean, she's not playing around. Another one that I would go to the Clocker report for sure.
Maybe Jade Empress, the 6, is going to show a little bit of speed in this spot. She breezed at the March sale a 1/4 mile in 21 seconds flat. She then sold for $105,000. She's by Shanghai Bobby, 2-year-old champion. The dam was a sprint winner. I believe the second dam was a classic winner in Argentina. Bill Mott's horses generally need a race or two to develop, but Jade Empress also shows some really quick workouts. Big bullet 47 breeze on August the 13th.
Yeah, she's also coming off really a series of strong works here at Saratoga. I like the blend of speed and juvenile ability over stamina in her pedigree by juvenile champion Shanghai Bobby over an Empire mare who's from the family, as you mentioned, of a Group 1 winner in Argentina. Bill Mott usually likes to give them a start to develop, but I like the, kind of combination of factors we see for Jade Empress here.
As well as the outside post position, which gives Jose Ortiz a little bit more time after he breaks from the gate to decide what to do from a tactical standpoint. Let's take a look at our top selections for Sunday's Spa Baby Race. Nicole, you're going with Fifth Risk, the daughter of Outwork, just some strong workouts for Todd Pletcher, who's as dependable as they come with his first-time starters.
Yeah, Todd Pletcher and Johnny Velasquez. Fifth Risk, I think, is well drawn in one of the outside posts, should be able to work out a nice trip. A good 2-year-old sire family over a speedy female family. Looks like she's inherited that speed in her works. I will look at Chad Brown's first-time starters here. They're both, I think, well-bred and well-meant. And I will look at Baba, maybe, who I will like with more distance in the future to run on and get a piece of it.
I had a lot of trouble separating the 2 Chad-trained runners. The good news is in multiple race wagers, I can use both in equal weight. I guess I'll take Suspended Campaign. I think she'll be a slightly better price. As I said when we discussed her, I think she may want a little bit more distance down the road. It'll be interesting to see how she gets out of the gate from the inside post. Nicole's going with the 5, Fifth Risk. I'll take the 1, Suspended Campaign, in our Sunday Spa Baby Race, and our coverage is presented by Spendthrift Farm.